Okay, I knew I wanted to do like a end of the year recap, but I never actually sat down to plan what to say, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. Okay, I've gotten a part-time job. I've also transited into a new church. These are the two notable things that I've done since my June video. I have to say it is quite a new regrounding, I would say, in terms of the rest and reset part. It is definitely a reset because I am in a new phase of life where I also again never expected to be. Working part-time and studying part-time seems like a normal student thing to do. And so the second half of the year is more or less full of transitions, transiting into new environments, into new ways of thinking and meeting new people. Yeah, so it has been tiring because of the part-time work sense. I started working in a retail store and it is really different because it is by shift hours. It is tough on like the physical part. It did take away some of my studying time because I think I was getting used to the rigor of the work. Actually, the past term, I did a lot less reading than I would like to. I'll see how I can manage my time better with working the hours and then reading, studying, writing papers and whatnot. So ever since I transited into this new church, I think a lot of regrounding work with my relationship with God has happened in terms of how I relate to Him, how I learn about Him in a new dimension, I guess, as a body of Christ with this new church. I'm super thankful that God has kindly led me to this new community. There were many reasons as to why I transited out of my previous church, but what I would describe this whole process, I would akin it to like a bird leaving its nest, or like when children marry out of their home into a new home kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with where I grew up in. It will always be home. It is the church that I grew up in and grew exponentially in, got water baptized in, met God in. And it is, the building, the Bible school that I go to. So I know a lot of people might have different thoughts about leaving church hopping, visiting other churches and whatnot, where leaving church is a bad thing, or like church hopping is a bad thing, or visiting other churches aside from your own is a bad thing. I don't share that sentiment. I would say that God has led me here now, seeing that what I want to grow in God and how He has prepared for me to meet Him and seek Him in that level kind of matches. That's the best I can describe it. Good girl. But I guess overall, I'm thankful that I do have some sort of income. Thankful for some freelance jobs as well. I won't call it stable income. Realistically, the income is not enough for like the bills I have to pay. and honestly also really scared about paying bills, which is my insurance and my investments. So the Lord needs to provide in that manner. I think recently also the Lord has been speaking to me about being content with where I am in all areas. In this season of waiting also, trying to wait without worry is not easy. At the same time though, there is a sense of peace in me still. This inexplicable, incomprehensible sense of peace within me is from God. I can't explain it. It is just the state that I am in. I guess what I am waiting for is kind of like a change in the current circumstance. I want to progress. I'm not looking for a 180 change because circumstances are not bad now. I just want to progress. In 2024, this whole rest and reset journey has been a fulfilling one in different measures than what I've expected. So life will be interesting next year. The joy of the Lord will be my strength in 2025, and I pray for whoever's watching that the joy of the Lord will be your strength too.